Hello, dear students. This is Professor Chandrasekhar Dhamande, Applied Science Department, SIRT, Bhopal. In today's lecture, I am going to teach you about an important topic that is known as process of communication. This topic is very helpful for the students of first year and second year, where in BT 103 and Cyber and AIML 301, this topic is covered and it is often asked in examination. So you should pay attention and understand the topic of process of communication. Dear friends, communication is very important part of our life. It is only human being that communicate through words, languages and through developed sources. And to make this communication important, we should understand what is the importance of communication. Communication helps you convey our thoughts, opinion and requirements to the other in very easy way. It is right that other species like animals also communicate, but they have only few sounds and they have only emotions to understand with each other. But they are unable to use spoken words. They are unable to the process. They are unable to do it in a processed manner. It is only us who can do it. So we need to understand the importance of communication. If a person is good at communication, then he can make a splash. If a person is good at communication, he can grow himself as a personality. If a person is good at communication, he can present himself as a good speaker. If a person is good at communication, he can make stronger relationships in his personal life. If a person is good at communication, he can definitely do very well in the life. So communication plays a very important role in one's life. So we need to understand the importance of communication at any cost. By hook or by crook, we need to develop the skills of communication. In this regard, we are going to understand the process of communication. See how it works. Whenever someone wants to say something, they have to follow certain sequence, or certain sequence is generally followed when someone tries to say something or communicate his ideas, thoughts and opinions in any manner. So there are 8 different sectors, there are 8 different factors that affect a communication. Let's start with the first one. The first one is sender or communicator. Let's take an example of a classroom. I am a teacher. You are listening to me at this moment. I want to convey a message. You want to get that message. So the person who sends the message is called sender. The person who communicates something is called communicator. So a teacher communicates something to the students. So the first point is the sender. It is a very important point. It is the one important stage of communication in the process. And a sender is the person who wants to deliver something, who has an idea, who has a thought in his mind to send a message. So the first step is called sender or the communicator. I am repeating it. A teacher who is teaching in the class is called sender, for an example. Now, the second point is message. Obviously, if a teacher is communicating something, if a teacher is teaching something, so he must have a message. In case of a teacher, the message is content, the message is topic, the message is a chapter, the message is a concept. A concept, suppose a mathematics teacher is there, this teacher wants to help into his students understand a sum. So he presents the sum, he presents the problem, he delivers the lecture. So whatever numbers, whatever rules, whatever formula the teacher is writing on the board is called the message. Through this video, I am trying to make you understand the concept of process of communication. So the whole content that is written over the board is the message. So message is one important thing in the process of communication. So the first one is sender who wants to send the message. The second one is the message, means the content that is being delivered. Friends, let's come to the third point, and that is encoding. Encoding means to make the message, to prepare a message, to construct a message, to develop a message. In case of teacher, the teacher must have some ideas to teach. The teacher must have some topic in his mind. So how this message is being made? Through the help of written words, through the help of spoken words, maybe I am using some gestures, postures. That is encoding, means how am I going to deliver a message. I may use some symbols, I may use some properties. If I'm showing this marker to you, so my showing the marker is also called encoding. Encoding means making a message, creating a message, whether through the help of words or through the help of any other medium. So that is called encoding. So this process is going in that direction. Now I have prepared a message, something is there in my mind. Now I must need a channel. Channel means medium through which I am going to deliver a message. So in this regard, the channel is what? This whiteboard is a channel. This mobile phone is a channel through which you are watching it. The camera on which I am recording it is a channel. Means channel may be anything that helps sender to send a message that he has already encoded. So channel plays a very important role. If we take another example, in olden days, people used to communicate through sending letters. Now, writing a letter is message and encoding, but the postal department is the channel. You just go and drop your letter in a post box. Now, how this letter from the post box reaches to the someone who you want to send? Through a particular channel. So channel or medium is also a very important part of process of communication. Hopefully you are getting it. Now I am teaching something, you are listening to me, it means you are the receiver of the message. If I teach a particular topic on tenses, so you are the one who wants to learn it, you are the one who is receiving it, you are the one for whom I have created the message, you are the one who is getting advantages out of this message. So dear, you are the receiver. So there is a sender, a teacher who creates a message, who encodes it through a channel you send, and someone receives the message. But listen, what if someone is not able to read the message? Like in olden days, many people were not educated. So the postman used to come and hand over to the a letter to the receiver, but the receiver is unable to read the letter. So he used to request to the postman himself, sir, please read this letter for me. Or they used to go to someone who is literate who used to read the message for them. So in the same manner, if teacher is teaching something, but if a student is in any case not able to understand the message, then encoding is stopped, encoding disrupted, encoding disturbed. So decoding is, I use the word encoding, but I'm talking about decoding. So decoding means to understand the message, interpret the message. If symbols are used, means decoding means you are trying to understand those symbols. You must have read something about the history that Giza's pyramid had been made 5,000 years back. But still it is a theory, still it is a suspense, it is unsolved theory that why the hell they made that big pyramids, because something is written there, but people are still not able to decode the messages written over there. We often talk about UFOs, unidentified plates. So still something is not able to be understood. then the decoding process get interrupted. Now, if teacher is teaching something and student is getting it, he would raise hands and ask question in case of doubt. It means your message is delivered and feedback is given. If letter is written, you get a written letter back that we have got your letter and got the message. So feedback is very important. If teacher teaches, students are supposed to note their head if they are getting the topic, and they may ask a question in case of doubt. In all these cases, one thing comes and that is called barrier. There are several type of things that are created in the process of sending a message. Maybe the lights are not proper, maybe the noise is there, maybe the channel is not working properly, maybe my voice is not being recorded. There might be several reasons to create a barrier. This is called noise. So my dear friends, I hope you understood this topic very well. See you in the next class. Enjoy yourself.